Hey Capricorn, welcome to Divine Duality Tarot. My name is TJ. If you are new to the channel, I really appreciate you stopping by, and if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. What I do here is just pretty quick relationship spreads. Try to get the general love energy going into the week of January 23rd. That way you got a little before warning. Oh my goodness. A little forewarning going into the week, so you're not completely left in the dark. So I draw three. This will be your energy here, Capricorn. And then I draw three for your romantic interest, whoever this person may be. And sometimes the messaging may seem a little vague, may not quite flow, but since all the messages here are here for a reason, I do have a second deck here for clarification should we need it. So, that said, I'm going to start this out, Capricorn, with you, since the video is about you, put you in the spotlight here. Starting it off, you have the card Death. So, death is a good and a bad thing. Where something ends, something else begins. It is a transformation of a relationship, especially in an unexpected way. It can be for the better, it could be for the worst. However, it is the death of a situation and the beginning, the new life of a new situation. Death, rebirth. Then you have the King of Cups, which is emotional stability, emotional understanding, the ability to understand somebody else's emotions and not have it to the point where it will bombard you. It is you having the strength of your own emotion while still being able to understand, still being able to process the other person's emotion. And then you have the Eight of Wands, which is a new romance. It is motion, it's movement, it is a new idea, a new phase, and with wands usually representing willpower, passion, this is the beginning of a new phase where you have the strength to make it happen. You have the willpower, you, Capricorn. So what I'm getting here is a rebirth. You are, in this week, a phoenix rising from the ashes. This is a rebirth, a new invigoration, but it's also more, it is a rebirth of this relationship, at least this part of the relationship. Whatever part has died off, whatever truth has died off, whatever's been holding you back is over. This is a moment where, more so about you, Capricorn, is discovering your own worth. You have this emotional stability. It is things that have been tumultuous in your past. You're finally putting both feet on the ground. You're getting your stability. And that emotional stability has opened your eyes to the reality of the situation, which is allowing you to experience not only your own emotion, but experience the other person's emotion as well. You are becoming the understanding person. And that energy, that ability, that focus that you have, that realization of what went wrong, you have the energy, you have the emotion, you have the willpower to make something good out of something You're rebuilding a structure from ruins. It is a powerful energy to have, as long as you rebuild it in a better way than it was. Sometimes people have this grand breakdown and their sole purpose is to build it to where it was before. But you really have to understand and have to think and have to wrap your mind around, is what you're rebuilding to going to damage you in the future? If you had a house and it was hit by a tornado, and the only reason that it crumbled was because of fatal flaws in the house, then why would you rebuild the house in the same way that it was before? Because if it gets hit by another storm, another tornado, you are going to be at square one again. So this is a moment where you consciously do have to reflect on what your desires truly are and rebuild in that direction, and use the death of that situation as a learning lesson. So let's go over your romantic interest. Whoever this may be, Capricorn, they're starting out with the Seven of Cups, which is, it's dreaming, it is clarity of what could be. So starting it out, they're kind of moving forward as well, which is leading them into the Empress. The Empress is the ability to receive love. It's abundance of love. It is a very feminine, the most feminine messaging, feminine energy one can channel. The Emperor is the masculine side. It is the bold moves, the feminine, the Empress side is that of subtle moves, but still powerful moves, but they're rooted in a completely different type of energy. This person is radiating a loving emotion. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles. Well, they have the Queen of Pentacles, which is generosity and dependability in more so the physical world. This person is coming into the realization of who they are in the physical world. This is somebody who has likely been doubting their own physical appearance, and their physical appearance maybe, Capricorn, it's a difficult one to word to really get the point across where it makes the most sense. But when you have somebody who is not feeling themselves, when you have somebody who, for example, let's say you are in a situation where you are, Capricorn, you are your own 10. That's all there is to it. You are a 10. That's how it is. You are the maximum you can be. But sometimes you get so stuck in your own head. Sometimes everybody gets stuck in their own head, feeling down in the dumps. And when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're like, man, I'm a 4, I'm a 3, I've peaked myself, I'm no longer what I should be. That self-damaging perception will lead toward a emotional, damage as well. It will bring you down in every way. When you go out in public, you feel like people are looking at you. You feel like people are more like laughing than they are, because even if you are a 10, if your emotional radiance is that of a 4, you are going to look bad to the other person. You are going to look bad outward. Beautiful people can come off exceptionally ugly because of the negative energy they're putting out. And this person has been a downer. They've been somebody who's been draining their own energy and your energy with their self-doubt. And that's not fair to you. But this is one of those moments where you are at a point where you understand their energy now. You have come out of this, both feet are on the ground, you understand their energy. And this is a moment where your understanding can help build them up. You can be the anchor here. You can be the hand stretched out to help them off the ground. Help them realize what they're worth and build a better relationship from that. Now, one thing that you do have to keep in mind, there's a difference between somebody getting their confidence back and somebody becoming cocky. This is one of those situations that help them to realize that they are the 10 they are. That way you can see the 10 that they are. But don't go too far. You have to be temperate. You have to go with an even hand, a steady, a stable, a tempered hand. Or you could risk them believing that they are more than a 10 and start to use that cockiness to mitigate you in the future. This is a time of rebuilding. This is a time of getting back on your feet. This is a time of you emotionally recognizing who this person is, and this is a time of them coming out of whatever this boring, this depressing mentality that they have had in regards to their physical selves. They've not been feeling themselves. They're starting to feel themselves. If you want them to continue on and realize who they are, do so with caution. Do so with a steady hand. Because it is so easy. It is so easy to go from confidence to cockiness. It is a knife's edge. But you have seen what could be. You have seen what was. Use that to your advantage and take advantage of the situations that will present themselves. Because if you don't, the phrase I love so much, hindsight is 20/20. Hindsight is the clearest it could be. And when you see that in the rearview mirror, you will start understanding that mistakes are easier to recognize than they are to commit. Steadiness, complacency will lead to failure in the long run. It really will. Because things move on, and unless you're moving with it, you'll be left behind. And you're going to be stuck with a really cocky person who is probably going to start smiling when other people are looking at them. They're going to seek attention from other people, and you don't want that. So with that, Capricorn, thank you. I really do appreciate you, sticking through the video, sticking through the messaging here, and hearing what I have to say. I really appreciate that. So with that said, Capricorn, I will see you next week.